defending. In any case, I feel that July should have gone for Defilers last game. Really, that would have been a better unit to use than Ultralisks against this Medic Marine force. Defilers plus Lurker Ling, which is what he had before the Ultralisks. In any case, it's up to July here to catch up and to stay alive in the series. He needs to win this game. This map here is Neo Guillotine. It's a 4-player map, and it's definitely a low resource map. Basically, each base does not come with a natural expansion of any sort. This is a completely flat map with walls separating different parts of the map, and your nearest expansions are behind another set of walls, so you would need to defend a completely different choke point if you decide to go for a quick expansion. So I definitely don't expect Nada to go for a quick expansion, and I think actually this is one of those maps where July might benefit from going for a fast Zergling rush, because Nada's the choke point leading to each base is kind of wide. You really need to wall it off completely in order to prevent Zerglings from rushing in, and since it's so difficult to hold your natural expansion, it might be good just to get some Zerglings out to start with, instead of possibly falling prey to a Marine rush and losing your natural expansion. In any case, we'll see what July does. In both the previous games, he's been going for 12 hatcheries, and while he's gotten an early economical lead in the last game, Nada managed to catch up quite well with his sort of science vessel slash medic marine play. In the first game, Nada just simply broke through, did a sunken break at the 6th minute or so, and just destroyed Nada's expansion and destroyed destroyed July's expansion rather, and just destroyed him. In any case, looks like July is moving around with his drone there, and he's scouting with his Overlord also. Nada does have an SCV scouting also both is scouting in the wrong position at the 11, and we'll see if July decides to go for an expansion now with the drone that's out in the field. Looks like July is going to scout in the 5 o'clock position. He's going to miss there too. Now he's going to know Nada is at the 1 o'clock position by process of elimination. It looks like he is sending out another drone here, and looks like this drone's going towards his, the closest expansion. As you see, it's not connected to the main at all. Looks like he is going to go for a 12 hatchery though. He is going to put down his hatchery there, and so he's going to find it a little difficult to defend both places. And mind you, the walls that are between different parts of the map are actually wide enough to allow units to be dropped on them. So we might be seeing some cliffing here, and the expansion July has taken is actually within tank range of one of the cliffs. So we'll see if Nada decides to exploit that in this game. It could be something that's exploitable on this map. It looks like Nada has walled himself off. I'm not sure if that's a complete wall in, or if it allows Zerglings in. I assume it is a complete wall in though, because the drone doesn't seem like it was able to get in. And looks like July might be able to take out this SCV here, and he does take out the SCV, so hero drone there, taking out the SCV that was building the barracks and preventing another scout for Nada. And looks like Nada's going to build his first Marine, and looks like Nada's going for a factory here, so that's why he went for an early gas. I should have mentioned that he went for a gas earlier than I expected, given, if he went for a 2 barracks build, he would not need the gas that early. And looks like he is going to go for a factory build here, so this is really interesting. I'm assuming he's not going for a mechanized Goliath build, although that could be interesting. I'm assuming he's going to go for air, actually, because on this kind of map, dropships could prove very effective, dropping expansions that are hard to defend from the main, because the units take a while to get there, and also possibly abusing the ledge on the natural expansion. That could be possible. And also, but it's going to be a risky strategy though. It's going to be up to whether July can detect this, and what kind of anti-air Nada will get, because I assume July should go for Mulisks on this map, there being those ledges, and it being difficult to get into Nada's base. I assume he's not going to go for lurkers, but it is possible. I suppose that he goes for lurkers. We'll see what July decides to do though in terms of his tech. This is going to be very critical here, what route July chooses to take. And Nada's getting his starport up actually, so if we see another starport, he could be going for air rates, but I assume more likely he's going to go for dropships. I don't know, he could be going for a wraith rush. It would be really interesting to watch. And looks like Nada's going to get a good scout now of July's base. He's going to see the lair, and July, of course, I should mention, is going to go for a 2-base lair build, and now Nada has showed his hand to July though. Now July knows that Nada's gone for the early factory, and but it looks like Nada doesn't care. He's going to go in for a harass on the mineral line, I think, and July needs to pull his Zerglings back, or else Nada might be able to pick off a couple of drones here. And looks like July is going to have to retreat with his Zerglings and deal with this one vulture which is streaming towards his base. Well, not streaming, but hovering towards his base quickly, and his base is completely undefended here actually, and Nada may be able to pick off a number of drones. It looks like 2 Zerglings now, and a bunch of Zerglings coming home now, and Nada still unable to pick off any drones. Looks like he's going to take a lot of damage on his vulture. He needs to micro perfectly here to get away from these Zerglings. I think these Zerglings have speed. Yeah, they are speedlings, I think. Actually, I'm not sure if they're speedlings. Can't really tell. they should be doing a better job, but perhaps Nada's just microing well. Nada takes out a drone there, and he might get a second. I think he got 2 drones there. So, wow, he only got 1 drone, but he's still circling around, though, and Nada's just incredible micro here. And looks like he's going to get another drone. Yeah, I think he got 2 drones there before losing his Vulture, and that's got to be a hurt to July's confidence, if nothing else, just to lose 2 drones despite having all those Zerglings surrounding that 1 Vulture. Just Nada showing off his amazing micro skills, and Nada getting a second barracks now and a machine shop. So this reminds me of the game that Boxer played against Yellow, where he went for all sorts of tech, factory, armory, science vessels off of 1 base. And Nada's going to be strained for gas very much. He's not going to be able to build much of each type of unit. It looks like actually July's gone for Hydralisk Den and not Aspire. I think he was afraid of more Vultures coming in. He's gone for that. And I think this is a mistake, though, because Nada's, I think, gone for dropships. And dropships could prove devastating if he manages to get on top of one of those cliffs, because July won't have the Mutalisk to deal with them. And I think Nada might be counting on that. Nada also going to get, I think, Medic Marines, too. So looks like he's going for some sort of hybrid attack. And now Nada with a dropship. I'm not sure what it contains. I assume it contains at least 1 tank. And now Nada revealing that he has a dropship, and we'll see where he manages to go here. Hydralisk Den at the expansion, and Nada has 2 tanks now. Nada has 2 tanks on the cliff, leading to July's expansion. This is what I was predicting. This is what I was afraid for July of. This is what I was afraid for July for, and now July is going to lose this hatchery, I feel, because July has nothing that can shoot up there. Absolutely nothing. His he can't have drop right now. I just don't think he's going to have that anytime soon. And he doesn't have any Mutalisk, and that, I think, was a big mistake. I think Nada did a great trick there by showing 1 Vulture. He scared July into going for Hydralisks. When July was assuming that Nada would bring more Vultures in, or perhaps go Goliaths or something like that, and Hydralisks are quite effective against those types of units, and he felt that he needed to get those Hydralisks out, but now July is just stuck with a bag in his hand. He has no idea. He has nothing he can do right now. He's stuck with his Hydralisk Den tech, and it's really just completely useless for him, unfortunately. He lost his second hatchery now, and I think he only has 1 hatchery, not to speak of just 1 base. He only has 1 hatchery now. He's he's in huge trouble right now. He's hugely behind. Looks like he is going to get a Spire up, but what's he going to be able to do? Build 3 Mutalisks? I think this is already GG for JulyZerg here. He's taking such a hit so early on, and Nada looks like he's going to drop his tanks once again on the, oh wow, Nada dropping at the entrance to July's base. And July's going to find it very difficult to move out with any kind of ground units because of those 2 tanks just hammering, that are just going to hammer away. And July is unable to get into Nada's base, of course, because of the wall. And now Nada going for Medic Marines, it seems. He's going for a lot of, he has 3 barracks already. Looks like he's going to produce some Marines now. And he's probably just going to drop a couple forces into July's base and just wipe him out. Looks like finally July does have Mutalisks now, and they're going to start attacking this dropship. And looks like Nada's just going to sacrifice his units here to try to do as much damage as he can. He's going to try to take out as much units. Ooh! But by dropping the tank, actually, he managed to escape with his dropship. Big mistake by July there. He should have taken out that dropship. And it looks like July just probably is mentally just confused and shocked and awed right now. I don't know what he... And actually, no, looks like Nada actually moved his barracks up, and July has a chance to move in here. But it's not going to work, though, because at this point, Nada has enough Marines, and 2 tanks are helping his defense. And it looks like this is GG for July here. July has no ground forces to speak of. He has maybe 3 Mutalisks in there, or 4 Mutalisks, and they're just not going to be successful in their harass against this large army from Nada. Although July is trying to get 2 more hatcheries up. 1 back at the expansion he just lost, and I think 1 more in the field. But once again, I just don't think that July has a chance back in the game. Nada's just going to be able to push out quite soon. And I believe his dropship's still alive, so he could be going for another harassing drop of some sort. And it looks like, yeah, he does have a hatchery just sort of in the middle over there, perhaps to set up some Sunkens to protect both bases. And that's what I meant about this map being really hard to macro on, because July's placing that hatchery there pretty much so that he can create an artificial choke between the two hatcheries, and that's what you need to do. It's that difficult to hold them. In any case, looks like July has a hybrid force of his own, and Nada actually has a science facility up too, so he's definitely going for this really hybrid build off of 1 base. He's going to be starved for resources, like I said, and he's not going to be able to build many of each type of unit, but so his units are going to be very precious compared to July's. But July at this point, I just don't know what he can do here. Looks like he's managing to fight himself back in the game a little bit, or at least Nada's letting him live for a little bit. Nada does have medics out too now, so he's going to complete his academy build here, and he does have the option of dropships and tanks, of course, also. And Nada could probably set up an expansion now, but then again, it is quite hard to expand safely. Maybe Nada wants to win a battle first, perhaps take out these Mutalisks, and it looks like JulyZerg just trying to do a little bit of harassment here, try to lead the Marines away. It would be good if he had a force in the front also, but I don't think he does. And looks like Nada just managing to hold his front quite well. And he might be able to move out now with his tank and Medic Marine Force, and looks like he is going to move out now. July really just pounding away at the science facility, but that's not going to do anything. Nada doesn't care. He has his first science vessel in case there are any lurkers. I don't think there are any lurkers, though. I'm pretty sure July doesn't have the gas for that kind of stuff, and I think this is, he might take down the science facility, but this is going to be it for July once this gets closer to his base. And it looks like Nada does have sufficient defenses to protect his mineral line. That's all that's going to matter, because July right now has about six Zerglings. Actually, he's going to, 6 moons. Actually, he's going to go into Nada's base now, but I think Nada's base positioning is good enough to be able to defend this. And looks like Nada is not going back. I don't think Nada should go back right now. He should probably just go in right now, float his barracks away, and just finish Nada off. And it looks like